17, 36, 21. Alex Smith had 17 surgeries on his right leg. He broke it on a sack against the Houston Texans back in November of 2018. He is now 36 years old and fully recovered from all the issues he had to endure from breaking that leg. 21. The number of months it took Alex Smith to return to the field. In an improbable comeback journey, Alex Smith is back from one of the most gruesome injuries we have ever seen on a football field. He's not just an NFL player who was injured. So many people really want to know, who is Alex Smith? If you like what you see, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Check out the other videos we got going this week. We got 2 fantasy football videos and 2 Who Is videos coming to you guys every week, so just get ready and stay tuned for more content. In last week's trivia question, we asked you guys who was picked before and after Brian Burns in the 2019 NFL Draft. The answer? Dwayne Haskins was drafted at number 15 and Dexter Lawrence was drafted at number 17. Now, let's get into this week's video. Alexander Douglas Smith was born on May 7, 1984. He attended Helix Charter High School in La Mesa, California. His father, Douglas Smith, was an executive director for the high school that Alex attended. Alex started for his Helix Scotties during his junior and senior seasons. As a starting quarterback, he was 25-1 and won 2 section championships. He was first team All-Conference, won 2 Conference Offensive Player of the Year awards, and won team MVP for his high school 2 years in a row. He has the second highest completion percentage of any high school player in his conference ever. While at Helix High School, he played with Heisman-winning running back Reggie Bush. They were both in college in 2004, and they were both part of the same Heisman finalist group. Smith attended the University of Utah and wore number 11 for the Utah Utes. He was 4th in Heisman voting in 2004, and he had a 21-1 record as a starter. He was an elite passer under Urban Meyer, who won the 2003 Liberty Bowl and 2005 Fiesta Bowl with Utah. Alex Smith earns his bachelor's degree in only 2 years at Utah. He excelled as a student and as an athlete. Smith at Utah had 5,203 yards and 47 touchdowns in only 25 games. Even at a college level, Smith showed that his touchdown to interception ratio was pretty superior. The NFL Combine soon approached, and it looked like Alex Smith was going to be a top quarterback. The Combine went exceptionally well for Smith. He ran a 4.7 40-yard dash and had a 40 on the Wonderlic Exam as well. He had a sub-7 3-cone drill, along with a 32-inch vertical jump and a 9 feet 5-inch broad jump. Now, those of you who are not familiar, the Wonderlic Exam is an IQ and intelligence exam given to players. Alex Smith, with a score of 40, was one of the highest players ever to score on that test. Before the draft, there was a hot debate on who should be picked first overall. Alex Smith or Aaron Rodgers. Mike Nolan, the coach of the 49ers at the time, thought Smith to be an introspective and non-confrontational player. Aaron Rodgers, on the other hand, was someone Nolan knew he would not get along with. Therefore, with the first overall selection in the 2005 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Alex Smith. Well, Mike Nolan proved to be a crash-and-burn head coach in the NFL. He was not good for his rookie quarterback, and in only 9 games, Smith threw 1 touchdown compared to 11 interceptions. In 2006, with a new offensive coordinator in Norv Turner and a new offensive weapons in Vernon Davis and Frank Gore, Smith was primed for a bounce-back season. He led his team to a brilliant comeback against the Seahawks and was finally put on the NFL's radar. He continued to get a little better and better every season until 2010. In 2010, due to a poor offensive system, once again, the 49ers started 0-5. Now, it's a little-known fact that until 2010, Alex Smith had never had the same offensive coordinator in his first 5 seasons. He was being booed by his home crowd. He then went on to lead his team, although being booed, onto 2 scoring drives to get within 3 points. However, he injured his shoulder on a throw, causing him to miss the next 2 games, and he ended up losing his starting job for a couple weeks. At the end of the season, head coach Singletary was fired, and Alex Smith was a free agent. During that offseason, he showed his leadership, even though he wasn't really signed by the organization. Not under contract, Alex Smith designed and organized the workouts for him and his teammates. Smith's family wanted him to leave San Francisco after the poor treatment he received by the franchise. Jim Harbaugh was soon after hired as a new head coach, and he made it clear that he really welcomed Smith back to the team. Now, Smith eventually signed a 1-year, $5 million prove-it deal with San Francisco. Smith showed almost immediate improvement in 2011. Now, his numbers may not have been sparkling, but Smith was a brand new player. He was a stronger and more outspoken leader. He was a very efficient quarterback, and he rallied the 49ers time and time again during the season, and they had a 13-3 record. In Week 10, a matchup against the New York Giants, Frank Gore was shut down to 0 yards in the game, and Smith led the team with 19 completions for 242 yards and a big win. He led his team to the NFC Championship game and played very well, but unfortunately it was two special teams turnovers that did in the 49ers and caused them to lose to the eventual Super Bowl winning New York Giants. Many people thought the 49ers were the best team in the NFL in 2011, and there's really little doubt about it. However, Alex Smith was once again a free agent. When the Niners did not end up signing Peyton Manning because there were a lot of rumors they were going to sign Peyton Manning instead of Smith, Smith backed out of his deal with Miami and went back to the 49ers on a 3-year deal. In 2012, Alex Smith was on fire. He led the 49ers with new wideouts Mario Manningham and Randy Moss to a 6-2 record. Unfortunately, in a game against the St. Louis Rams, Smith suffered a concussion while throwing a touchdown pass and exited the game. He was then replaced by Colin Kaepernick, who ended up leading the team into a tie. Smith missed the next game, and Kaepernick played very well once again. Now, there was a big controversy starting to begin. The 49ers had two very hot-handed quarterbacks. Smith was third in passer rating, but Kaepernick won a couple games. Smith tried to rush back in fear of losing his job, but Coach Harbaugh made him slow down. And unfortunately, Smith did lose his job as he named Colin the starting QB on a week-to-week basis. Well, Colin Kaepernick never lost that job. Smith was praised for taking it well and being a great teammate and a great coach to Colin, but it was very hard for Alex to deal with. He had been 19-5-1. 19-5-1 with Jim Harbaugh. It didn't matter, as Smith was traded to the Chiefs in the offseason. When Smith was traded to the Chiefs, he was immediately named the starting quarterback by offensive guru and head coach Andy Reid. Now, according to Chiefs quarterback coach, Alex Smith displayed a very high football IQ, and his accuracy in passing, he lauded, was the best he's ever seen. Smith was super intelligent and had all the intangibles that he looked for in an NFL quarterback. In 2013, the Chiefs were the last undefeated team left in the NFL under Alex Smith, and they earned themselves a playoff spot. In the playoffs in 2013, his defense blew a massive lead that he had given them. He went 30 for 46 with 378 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no turnovers. He also rushed 8 times for 57 yards, but because of his poor defense, they lost 45-44. But because of his fantastic season, Alex Smith was finally named to his first Pro Bowl. Smith was very good through 2015 through 2017. He mounted great touchdown to interception ratios once again and multiple Pro Bowl selections. He led the Chiefs to the playoffs in 4 of 5 years, but unfortunately they couldn't get past the divisional round. He was very good, but was unfortunately about to lose his job again. See, in 2017, the Kansas City Chiefs drafted this little-known kid out of Texas Tech named Patrick Mahomes. And now, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. Well, because of Andy Reid, knowing what he had in Patrick Mahomes, even though he only played 1 game, he traded Alex Smith and his talents over to Washington. Now, Alex Smith played solid football for the Washington football team before getting injured on a tackle by J.J. Watt. But for this video's trivia question, what NFL quarterback for the then Washington Redskins had a very gruesome leg injury by a Hall of Fame defender on the same exact day as Alex Smith? Comment your answer down below. This is a tough question, but I guarantee if you're a football fan, you've seen this injury before and you've seen that play before. Smith had suffered a spiral and compound fracture to his tibia and fibula. After his surgery, Smith suffered many complications. He developed a life-threatening flesh-eating infection and even resulted in sepsis. Doctors had really even suggested amputating Smith's leg from the knee below, but they performed 17 surgeries over 9 months to save Smith's leg and Smith's life. He underwent 21 months of work and rehab, but Smith would not give up. He was finally cleared for football activity in July, and he was activated by the Washington football team yesterday, August 16, 2020. Smith's story is an incredible one of perseverance, strength, and absolute determination. Smith's story is an incredible one, and even though his life and his leg was at risk, he fought to get back to the game that he loves. Now, if you like what you see, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Check out the other videos we got in the channel. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. We're so close. We appreciate everyone who watches and subscribes to our videos. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.